Well, it's a pleasure to be joined now by one of the newest members of the Baltimore Ravens. He's out there at work this week. It is a chance to meet Mr. Jaylinn Hawkins, who's with us here on GCR. Jaylinn, it's Glenn. It's good to see you, man. Thank you for taking the time for us.
Nah, man, I appreciate you so much.
Hey, man. We
Thanks for
actually,
having me on the show.
yeah, we had a chance to chat a couple weeks ago on WBAL, and we were talking about
Yeah,
Larry June and our common
yeah.
friend Arthur Millette, right? Like we had a lot of fun,
Yeah.
so it's good to see. What's it been like actually being out there, man? Like, what's it been like being on the field with the guys and getting to know everybody and actually sort of like settling in as a Baltimore Raven?
Man, it's been hella fun, man. It's been cool. Just embracing everybody here, from the coaches to everybody, as we building the team. The biggest thing during this time is connection. So as long as I connect with the guys, whether that's staying like an extra 2 hours after practice, hanging out, playing ping pong, talking about life or whatever, just connect. The connection is so important. So it's been a good time.
Is that something that you learned from someone that was a veteran in your life when you were younger, or is that just something that's natural for you?
Nah, I mean, kind of both. I've always been a big like team guy, you know what I'm saying? Play for your brothers type guy, family oriented guy. And also, man, just having good vets as a youngin, it did help me out when I was in Atlanta throughout my younger years. It was a good time just seeing how, connected and close I was with those guys and how, you can create lifelong bonds and friends and stuff like that. It also helps on the field. Same with the Patriots.
Was there anybody in particular when you were young in your career that like really was like important like that to you that maybe helped guide you a little bit?
My boy Eric Harris, man, and
Okay.
Deron Harmon, those two guys I played with my second year, really, really helped me out. My first year I had some good guys too, Keanu Neal, Ricardo Allen, also my boy D Marlowe. Just good people, good older guys in the room who showed us what it was about, and also taught us about through their experiences and helped us grow
How
as a
important
as a youngin.
like how important has that been for you now? Like I need to pay that back, right? Like I now need to be that
Super.
like everything I've accomplished in the NFL, these guys that are coming in need to learn that from me.
Yeah, super, man. I feel like it's very important. I want to give that back. I want the youngins and the guys that's coming into the league to have the same experience that I did, that I was blessed enough with, to show them what it's about. Show them that it's deeper than just being out there on the field. That connection is what really helps. And that's what helps you win. And it's nothing like playing for somebody you care about. Playing alongside somebody you care about. It's a good thing. It's a good time going to work.
I appreciate that, man. Jaylinn Hawkins is with us here on GCR. Jalen, can you tell me a little bit about, when we talked the last time, obviously, maybe you hadn't like experienced being around like Jesse Minter and what that might functionally look like. What have you learned now being out there for a few weeks, being around it, soaking up what his defense is going to be? If somebody said, how do you describe what a Jesse Minter defense is, what would you say?
And creative, smart, ball hawking, playmaking defense. For real. That's how I describe it. Very smart situationally, allows you to play free, allows you to go, do what you do, and it helps people play to their strengths.
Obviously, your versatility is a big part of what it is the Ravens wanted to bring you in for. Have you gotten a sense early on of like how you might be utilized? We've talked like, dude, your deep coverage is insane, right? Like it's nuts. But have you gotten a sense of how you might be utilized in different ways?
Yeah, most definitely. I for sure have. I mean, obviously, we're getting glimpses and we're going through plays and stuff like that. So, they have been showing us what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I've been doing that throughout this OTAs. As we continue to practice, we'll do more. So it's been cool.
That's cool, man. All right, let's talk about it because we saw publicly there was like a little bit of maybe a recruiting pitch, perhaps, with a former teammate of yours. Have you had a conversation with Stefon at all? Have you, has that gone anywhere, or was that just some fun on social media and that's the
I
end of it?
think I think that was a little fun on social media. Tell my boy, hey, come over here. He's from Maryland. It's like, why not come back to the crib? It makes the most sense. I feel like we got something good going here. Let's try to run it back.
Dude,
But
obviously, right? Like y'all had a whole lot of
yeah,
success together.
Yeah, that's good energy, man. Good teammate to play with. You know, keep each other going from both sides of the ball. So it's cool, man. So I know that's a process that he's going through, and I know that there's a lot of teams after him. I know that June 1st, second
Yeah.
wave of free agency opens. So hopefully he makes the decision to become a Raven.
Can you tell me about, because what you just said there, I think a lot of people like they know Stefon Diggs, the like social media personality.
Yeah.
They know obviously, he's in a very high profile relationship, but we got to know Stefon, yeah, right? We got to know Stefon when he was here at Maryland, right? And
Mhm.
what would you tell everybody about the type of teammate he is, the way he is in the locker room? Because I'm sure you've had people say like, "Oh, is he a distraction? Is he a bad guy?" Things like that.
Huge benefit, man. I like he brings it every day. Like that's a true vet who come to work with his hard hat on, gets it in. The energy is he's always turned. He's always out there making it known. He's getting everybody better. The vibe with him in the room, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him, you know what I'm saying, help the receiver room, you know what I'm saying, reach
Wow.
new heights. Um, Seeing youngest looking up to him and playing more confident because he's instilling confidence in them. Just everything, man. Leadership, pregame speeches, all that. The way he carries himself. I salute him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know much before, but playing a full season with him, I was like, yeah, I see. I can see. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. That's a real good teammate.
Man, that all sounds like something that we'd be up for. That all sounds pretty good. Are you willing to like do the work, man? If Eric DeCosta says, "Hey, we need a little help here. We need you
I
to
mean,
make."
y'all could hit the call like, hey, bro, what's good? Like, hey, pull up, like, bro. I don't know what everybody else is talking about. They might be wasting your time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Want to do your Dougie? Come here. I
That's
mean,
awesome. We love that,
yeah.
man. That's great. Jaylinn, I saw something that you were doing that's always really cool to me. And we talked about you being a West Coast guy, but
Hmm.
being able to do this camp that you've been doing with Nick Needham,
For sure.
can you tell me a little bit about what that has meant to you and being able to do something for your hometown and for young people back that way?
That means so much for me, man. Like, it's always a blessing and an honor to do that, man, and to give back to people in general. But like, especially from my hometown, it really hits home. There's a lot of kids from where I come from that don't really like make it out. Not too many hit the NFL. Not too many, what I'm saying, get to do things and certain things with their life. So, the biggest thing I want to do when I get back is just always give back knowledge myself, hope, you know what I'm saying, so that, God works and they can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible.
What is it?
And that's it.
What is it about you, right? You mentioned that not everybody. Why are you different? Why have you been able to do this and to have this journey and all of the success that you found both on and off the field?
For one, God, if I wouldn't have no relationship with God, if I didn't believe or have faith, if I have no faith, I would not be here. And then what comes along with faith is the people that God puts in place with you in your life, man. Your family, your support system, my wife. Man, my wife. People I talk to, my therapist, my life coach, everybody. He puts people in place. Um, all you gotta do is utilize and what I'm saying, help each other out, and that relationship is strong. It takes a village. So I believe strongly that God has helped me get to where I'm at today.
It's powerful, and I appreciate that testimony. Can I follow? Because you mentioned something in that answer that I think is also powerful, which is you said my therapist, my life coach, right? And I think
Hmm.
a lot of men in particular don't like talking about those types of things, or we maybe
Hmm.
want to hide that. Yeah, I see a therapist, and yeah, I try to take care of my mental health, and yet you brought it up unprovoked, and I feel like maybe that's a powerful thing for people to hear. Can you
Hmm.
tell me why that's something that you wanted to do and you wanted to have in your life, and what it's done for you, and why maybe more of us in particular as men shouldn't be afraid of these types of things?
Because I believe that mental health is a real thing. I've obviously gone through it. I've gone through the worst. I've gone through having heavy anxieties, you know what I'm saying? And I've gone through a lot, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people don't really know about. really the only person that truthfully knows about it is obviously my therapist and my wife.
Wow.
Like, and so I've, gotten help doing the things, and I believe that mental health is real and it's serious. So, like, the biggest thing was I was just, willing to get help and willing to help myself out, and it's helped me out so much, and it's something that, I recommend to anybody, and especially in this game. This game comes with a lot. It's really all mental. There is some physicality parts to it for sure, but majority of it is mental and how you're thinking, how you know, go about your day to day, what your mood is like, how do you control yourself, how to have self control, a lot of stuff. So doing those things are so beneficial to not only my success but my well being.
Brother, bless you for saying that, man. Like somebody needed to hear that today. Like bless you for saying that out loud
Sure.
and that message being clear. We
Sorry.
no, you're good, man. We talked about it hypothetically, right, when you signed, but walking into the building and seeing the trophies. Obviously, you saw a lot of trophies in New England, right? Like we get that. But seeing the trophies and seeing the pictures, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, like did it hit you at some point like how special it really is to be I'm a defensive player for the Baltimore Ravens. I am part of this lineage, this history, and now it's on me to keep that going.
I guess it's very special. You know what I'm saying? You got to always pay homage to the greats and the greats who've been in this organization. And that's one of the reasons why I came here is because I wanted to be a part of something great. So, yeah,
What's it gonna take, right? Like knowing
work.
how tantalizingly close you came to doing this last year, right? Like what does it take to get over the hump and to be able to become a Super Bowl champion?
It's the little things, all the little things, all the little things, all the details from everything, from when you get in the building, um, if you leaving trash behind, how clean your locker room is,
Wow.
stuff that people don't think about. I'm telling you, it really comes down to those things. You know what I'm saying? And those things, all the little things and all the detailed things helps you win games. And that's one thing I learned this last year was we had talent for sure, but there are some teams that have more talent than us. Like, I mean, we had a lot of talent for sure, but there were some very good teams. But like, what helped us beat certain teams was just we're just very detailed in what we did, and we had and very disciplined, and that those go a long way. You know what I'm saying? And then hard work. You gotta work. You gotta work. If you don't put the work in, then your output is gonna be your output. So
Hearing you talk about cleaning up the locker room is kind of powerful. I'm not sure if you're aware, but that was one of Ed Reed's biggest things, man. Like he would get after guys about leaving their towels on the floor and the volunteer firefighters that would come in and clean after him. It's really powerful hearing you say that, right? Like, is that have you always been like that? It's just something that we've got to be better than this. Like we've got to be detailed.
yeah, I've always been like this. I've always been like very like integrity discipline is like one of my like things, and I've kind of always been like that. That I've actually always been like that my whole life.
I love it.
But that's also I've seen it. I've seen those little things work. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. You know what I'm saying before. So I'm like, okay, I've seen what it looks like to have these little things in check, and I've seen where it's taking us.
Man, that's cool. That is so cool, bro. It's giving me goosebumps, man. All right, so when we talked last time, you're a California guy. Obviously, you're a K-Dot fan. I knew that had to be the case.
So leave.
Are you so hardcore as a K-Dot fan that like you just have to hate Drake and when the guys are talking about his new
I ain't
albums?
on that. No, I'm not on
Okay.
that.
Okay.
That's doing time. They had a beef. That was his beef.
Okay.
That was cool. K Down won. Drake's okay. Look,
By a
let me
million,
say that.
right? Like by the
Yeah,
biggest blowout in the
K Down won. He
history.
won. He
Yeah,
won
yeah.
that beef. But I think Drake is a better artist, though.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
that's bold.
I mean, it's you got. I'm a music junkie, so I'm not. I'm not. I'm from the West. You feel me? I'm from the West Coast. I'm not biased. I'm not. I'm a music head. Drake always has been my favorite artist, like
Wow.
for a long time. So like he did. Now Kendrick has been one of my favorites too, but he just lost a beef. That's like you lost a fight. Box. lose fights all the time, I'd still be my favorite boxer.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what did you think
look at it
about
like that.
think about these three records then?
Iceman is gonna be a classic for sure. They got because he went back to him spitting, being a lyricist. He got some songs in there where his metaphors, wordplay is unbelievable. And then he got some slap, some melody slaps, some melodic slaps, some songs in there. Some obviously everybody know that reach me, baby. Come up on and say you need. You know what I'm saying? He got some hits. But
I
I'll
love
say
it.
Iceman is gonna be a classic. Maid of Honor is, I think, more for the women. Got some cool tracks on there as well. It's not bad. I think it's more for the women. And then her BBT is pretty cool. I like that. Good R&B, slower side of Drake. So all good tapes. I feel like.
I respect the way you just laid this out, by the way, right? Like I respect that. Hey, man, the beef is what it was. You got your ass kicked, but now you just keep going. Your career continues, man. That's the
You know
way
what
that.
I'm
Yeah, right. Like that's the way it works.
saying? Mm-hmm.
Jaylinn Hawkins. I know it's at Jaylinn Hawkins on Instagram. Is how folks can give you a follow there. Is there
Mm-hmm.
anything else that we can plug for you, brother, other than just putting the work in and trying to go win a Super Bowl?
Obviously my handles, Instagram, Jalen Hawkins, TikTok, Jalen Hawkins as well, YouTube, Jhawk2121. All those want to subscribe, dropping content on there for fun, giving people a bit of myself outside of the facility and outside of the helmet. And yeah, nothing much, man. Just proud to be, happy to be a Raven and happy to be here, man. Blessed.
Man, we are so happy to have you. Also, I want to give you a shout out because you have gone so far out of your way to try to get to know everybody in Baltimore and to reach out and to introduce yourself. And it says something really special about you that you care about this new place and that you want everybody to know you, man. And that means a lot. So, Jaylinn, appreciate you doing that. Appreciate you taking the time and look forward to seeing you out there. Thanks so much for hopping on.
Man, thank you for having me on here, man. Appreciate it.